Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back again on a Friday night for the Front Row Esports Next Gen Cup Series. Tonight, we're coming at you live from Dover International Raceway, the Monster Mile, and we're going to be doing 200 laps tonight. Now, stages this evening, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be as follows. We're going to end on lap number 41 for stage 1, so coming once a hit, lap 41. Will be the end of stage 1. Remember, only top 5 drivers are going to get stage points. Stage 2 is going to be ending on lap 100 once we take 101. And after that, we're going to be doing a 100 lap shootout to the end to see who's going to take home the trophy here tonight. Taking a look at Adam Thompson right now out on track. Now, Adam Thompson is currently 11th on the charts. Thompson comes into tonight with 4 wins on the season, and he's also sitting second in points, only 52 behind Chris Carroll right now. Chris Carroll is your points leader. He is currently sitting second on the charts with a 22.53. Again, all the times for practice are at the top of your screen, as always, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. There he is. Logan Lax is also out on track. Last week's winner, first time series winner. He also mentioned that it was his first league win ever as well. So going to try and take that momentum and do something good here tonight. Currently 18th on the chart. Number 25, Logan Lax. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, it is time to head down trackside to start pre-race ceremony. So if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, please go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. Heading into qualifying right now, drivers are going to have 5 minutes to set down a good lap here. They're going to have 2 laps to do it. Right now, Logan Lax on his first lap. Oh, gets into the wall a little bit coming out of turn 4, and that might be something we're going to be seeing a lot of tonight. This track is notorious for that. Self-cleaning racetrack, too. You bounce off the outside wall, and you ride all the way down to the inside. Real-life drivers have described this place as like a roller coaster. We're taking a look at the number 21 and Chris Spencer across the line for his first lap. 23.01 for the 21 of Chris Spencer. As you see times coming in, Chris Carroll goes top of the board, 22.61. Out of turn 4 and across the line, the number 21. He's going to go a little quicker there, 22.72. Good enough for 6th. Sam Lawson just finished up his run, 22.70. New quick time. Looks like that's Stephen Light going 22.51 here to take the pole thus far. Lamb's out on track right now on his second lap, coming out of turn number 4 and across the line for Nicholas Lamb, currently 15th on the charts. Not going to be able to improve on his second time there, stays 15th. Philip Mullinax finished up his qualifying run there, 23.29 for the number 31, going to be 18th on the charts. Jason Bauer out on track. He finished up his run just now at 23.37 for the 902. Going to be 19th on the board for Jason Bauer. Wellman out on track, coming across the line here to complete lap 1. 11th fastest, 22.91 for the 42 of Kyle Wellman. All right, that's going to wrap up qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get this race underway. We wait for drivers to start gridding up. Starting on the pole tonight, it's going to be Stephen Light in the number 99. To his outside is going to be Chris Carroll, current points leader. Starting in third, Tom Freitas in the number 32. Jonathan Byram going to be starting in fourth. Samuel Lawson, the governor, rolling off P5 tonight with Chris Spencer to his outside in sixth. Adam Thompson is going to be starting in seventh with Raymond Herdina to his outside in eighth. Shummy Miller starting in ninth position with Tanner Marr starting in 10th. Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman, going to be starting back there in 11th position to his outside. Teammate Larry Bell in the 46. Jeremy Richmond in the number 98 is going to be starting in 13th with Carl Lindstrom rolling off in 14th. Ronnie Morrison in the number 69 is going to be starting in 15th, with Dustin Lamb to his outside in 16th. Nicholas Lamb is going to be starting in 17th, with Ethan Lyman starting in 18th. Philip Molinax rolling off in 19th position. He's got Jason Bauer to his outside in that 902. Logan Lax is going to be starting in 21st. That's last week's winner in the number 25, with Derek Wynn starting in 22nd. Moving on down, we got Michael Wood rolling off in P23, and to his outside, Kyle Clark in the number 30 in 24th. Rounding out the field tonight is going to be the number 14 of Christian Pittman in 25th position. Great shot of the field as we head into turns 3 and 4. Coming out of turn 4, we're going to get the 1 to go signal. Remember, stage 1 ending on lap 40. And at Dover, those laps can tick off pretty quick. Guys are going to have to give each other a lot of room here on the start. This track is notorious. Once you come up off that corner, it feels like it tightens up on you. And when you're side by side with somebody, you don't know if they're going to tap that outside wall and bounce down into you. So probably going to be seeing a lot of guys giving each other some space here on this first start. All right, lights are off on the pace car. It's going to head on down pit road. Stephen Light, Chris Carroll going to lead him down. And the green flag is out, and we are underway here at Dover. Chris Carroll got a good launch there as we go down into turns 1 and 2. He's going to be side by side with that number 99 as we come out of turn number 2. That high line going to prevail for just a second. They're still side by side in the 3 and 4, battling for the race lead. Tom Freitas. New paint scheme on that ride tonight. Running there in 3rd. He's got Sam Lawson right behind him there in 4th. Steven was able to take over the race lead from Chris Carroll. Carroll slots back in line. He's going to have to try something different to get around that number 99. Looks fast here in the first couple of laps. We're going to have to see what happens when the tires start to fall off. Ooh, one already tagged the outside wall just a little bit back there. So we see Adam Thompson going around him. That looks to be the 54 of Jonathan Byram. Might have got the outside wall just a little bit coming out of turn 4. Going to lose a couple of spots here going into 3 and 4. This is a battle for the 6th position. Chris Spencer up on the outside. Ooh, Kyle Wellman almost getting into the outside wall a little bit there coming out of 4. You saw him pull it off the wall. It looks like he got tight. He lost all the momentum he had trying to pass that 87 of Herdina, as Herdina looks to the inside of the 54 going into the 3 and 4. Last time by, Stephen Light set the fastest lap of the race, 22.88. that time by, it was Chris Carroll, 22.85. So Carroll was a little bit quicker than that 99 that time by. Tom Frida's losing a little bit of ground. How about the governor up here in the top 5, holding his own in the True Sim Productions Ford Mustang? Love to see it. Adam Thompson, he's the most winningest driver this season thus far with 4 wins. Chris Carroll looking to tie that tonight, but Adam Thompson already up 2 positions since the drop of this green flag, up there in 5th. I see you out there, Kel. I'm just gonna call him the 99 for tonight, just because, and then next week we'll switch him to the 89. Just because that's what's shown on his car, and then that's what people will see. I don't want to confuse everybody. Kel makes a good point though. So just to point out, the leader right now, Stephen Light, he is supposed to be the 89, but showing the 99 tonight. So we're going to call him as the 99. But just remember, for next week, he will be the 89. 8 laps about to be complete here at Dover. They take off really quick at this mile short track. I call it a short track. To me, it's a short track. It's only a mile. It's a shorter track. Let's put it that way. So we're coming into tonight. That is, as Kel said in the chat, this is Stephen Light's first race with the Front Row Next Gen Cup Series. Chris Carroll's coming into tonight. He has actually 3 wins. Like I said, he's trying to tie Adam Thompson right now for the most wins this season. But Carroll also has 8 top 5s and 9 top 10s. And he's led a total of 277 laps so far this season. And he's also has an average finish of about 4th, 3.6. So Chris Carroll is showing consistency this season, but still second in points. If we compare that with Adam Thompson, yeah, Adam Thompson's average finish is 5th, but he has 4 wins. So top 2 have kind of pulled away here from Tom Friedis. And Tom doing a good job holding on to 3rd. That number 32 looks fast tonight. Have to see what it can do here on a long run. Maybe run these guys down. And even Sam Lawson in the number 12, man, he's been struggling so far this season. I know we're only 13 laps into a 200-lap race, but doing a good job out there, just maintaining pace, being smooth and consistent. Adam Thompson still holds on to 5th right now with Chris Spencer right behind him in 6th in that number 21 machine. Raymond Urdina running in 7th right behind the 21 of Chris Spencer. Then you got Jeremy Richmond back here in 8th. Looks like Kyle Wellman might have fallen back to 9th there. Wellman struggling just a little bit, but hanging on up inside the top 10. Same with Larry Bell in that number 46. He's rounding out the top 10 right now. Tanner Marr, haven't really talked a whole lot about him yet tonight, sitting back there in 11th. He actually started in the 10th position. So he's only lost 1 spot so far. We're on lap 17 of 200. Everybody's single filed out. And I tell you what, this is awesome racing right now. because we're gonna actually see some strategy. Are we gonna see these guys maybe come down pit road before the Ronnie Morrison up into the outside wall? Caught that one live, and these guys really got to watch that. They could really break a front right tie rod or something in these cars if they smack that wall too hard, and they're not going to be able to turn going down into the next corner. Chummy Miller trying to take advantage of the 69's loss of momentum. See Chummy looking to the inside there, coming out of 4, now back into 1 and 2. Nice move by the number 6, Chummy Miller. Going to slide up in front of the 69, take his line away, put Chummy Miller up to 12th. Morrison's going to lose a little bit of time here. Now we got the number 91 of Ethan Lyman right behind him. Ooh, again. Morrison's getting tight. Now that could just be the way he's entering the corner, ladies and gentlemen. I know with Dover, it's very deceiving when you're out there on the racetrack. Let's actually go on board here with Ethan Lyman, just so I can show you what I'm talking about. So you see he's side by side right now with Ronnie Morrison. But if you enter real flat in a corner like this, you see car's gonna push up, and he's gonna try and pull it back down to not get tight up off the corner. You're really gonna kind of run this track almost a middle entry and then pull it off late to straighten out that corner, like I always say, and not get tight and not hit that outside wall. Now you got the 83 of Carl Lindstrom. Now, I want to talk about that number 83 because he comes into tonight 3rd in points. Doesn't have a win yet this season, but he is only 163 points behind Chris Carroll right now. He's in a good position to get himself into the playoffs. Now, remember, only top 5 get points, as looks like, I think that was him in the 91. They almost made a little bit of contact right there. There could have been, I think that was the 69. That allowed Mike Wood to get around him. Mike Wood's driver we haven't really talked about too much yet tonight in the actual number 99. He's back there holding on to the 15th position right behind the number 91 of Ethan Lyman. Now looking to the outside of that number 91, going into 3 and 4. Almost 3 wide here. Mike Wood drops it down to the bottom. Morrison into the outside wall again. See Logan Lax back here. That's last week's winner. He moves up into 17th now, gets around that 69 car. Well, a lot of movement going on back here. I want to keep an eye on him back here. Let's go back up to the front real quick. We can take a look at our race leader. It's Stephen Light. He had pressure there on the restart, or on the initial start, I should say, with Chris Carroll. But once he got out to some clean air, he's been kind of driving away ever since. Out to about a 2nd gap right now over the number 97 as they just get around the number 31 of Philip Molinax. That puts him 1 lap down. We take a lap 28 of 200. Little over 10 laps to go here in stage 1. Stephen Light, newcomer to the league, looking like he's on his way to get his first stage win here at Dover. Sam Lawson got around Tom Frieda, so Tom might have had some issues because he's fallen all the way back to 9th position. Looks like he has some right side damage to that car as well. Might have gotten to the outside wall a little earlier while we were watching the battle in the back there. That moves Sam Lawson up to 3rd. He looks like he's keeping that number 12 machine pretty clean. Same with the top 2, Chris Carroll and Stephen Light. As Carroll makes his way around the 31. So Raymond Herdina is actually up 4 positions since the start of this race. Back there in 4th, so he started back in 8th. Trying to run down the number 12 of Sam Lawson. He's got Jeremy Richmond right behind him in the number 98. Well, they both get into the wall a little bit. Both go down the racetrack. Herdina lost a ton of momentum. The 98 of Richmond going to go to the top side and try and get around him. Now, we've seen Richmond run pretty well so far this year, but has not been able to lock down a win just yet. Stephen Light just got around Jason Bauer, and that was 19th position, now one lap down. Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't be quick enough for that one. I do apologize for that. We're watching 99.89. The 99.89 is Stephen Light working his way around lap traffic. Only a couple laps to go here in the stage, and this traffic's starting to affect our race leader because Chris Carroll has closed that gap a little bit by about 0.4 of a second. Couple more laps to go here in stage one. They got around Nicholas Lamb. Next car, last on the lead lap right now, is this number 10 car of Dustin Lamb. Now see, we caught that live, ladies and gentlemen. That was Dustin Lamb really having to get out of the throttle to not hit that outside wall coming out of turn number 4. All right, so we're on the last lap of the stage right here. Chris Carroll has dropped. He got stuck in that lap traffic, couldn't get around him. He's dropped back to about 1.3 seconds off of race leader Stephen Light in the number 89.99. Oh, Dustin Lamb almost getting to the wall. Oh, and that's the 31, Mullinax. Green flag stop, waiting for the caution to fly. There it is. Caution flag. Stage 1 winner. Going to be the number 89.99 tonight of Stephen Light, newcomer. Chris Carroll gets second place points. Jeremy Richmond gets third place points. Sam Lawson actually getting some stage points here tonight in fourth, and then rounding out for stage points is fifth, Raymond Herdina. It's like everybody going to be bringing it down pit side. Seeing right sides go up on Steven and Chris's car. Oh, Chris Carroll's going to win the race off pit road. All right. Coming out third, looks like Nicholas Lamb. No, he stayed out on track. Samuel Lawson got out third. So there's actually a bunch of drivers who went a lap down on that run. Ethan Lyman, Jason Bauer, Logan Lax, Derek Wynn, all those guys. Ooh, problems for the 89. Not seeing nothing here. Showing that he dropped all the way to the back. If Kel is out there in Chatland, maybe he can shed some light on what happened to the driver of the 89, Stephen Light. He's going all the way to the back. Did he maybe get a speeding on pit road? It's not showing him having a black flag. Speeding. Derek Wynn out in chat saying speeding. Really? Interesting. Not showing me that you got a black flag. Huh. Probably not going to tell me for speeding off pit road. It has before, but I don't know. Maybe acting a little wonky tonight. We all know how technology is. It's all good. Chris Carroll, Sam Lawson, the governor, going to lead him down to this restart. We're going to lap 100 now, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Chris Carroll fires him off. We're back underway. It looks like Adam Thompson gave Lawson a shot there up on the top side. Trying to get him going. Chris Carroll got out to a really good launch right there, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we crank it up? love these cameras, especially here at Dover. You can really get a sense of how much they're dropping off down into the corner, ladies and gentlemen. It is just insane. As we were kind of watching the 89 here, the 99, 89, 99, Stephen Light. He's been working his way through the field. He did get a speeding penalty. We got confirmation out in chat that he got a speeding penalty there coming off pit road. Had to go to the rear of the field. He's been trying to work his way back up ever since. About Tanner Marr. After that round of pit stops and that restart, he's found his way up inside the top 5 right there in front of Adam Thompson. Same with Mike Wood. Mike Wood is up 19 spots since the start of this race in that number 99. Actual 99. Not no fake 99. Big moves going on back here. Richmond thought about putting it 3 wide, it looked like, for a second. Tom Freitas trying to gain back those positions he lost earlier. Remember, he must have got damage to the right side of that race car. He fell back on that first stage. So right now, Chris Carroll leading the way. He's got Sam Lawson right behind him, though. The governor having a great run here at Dover. Sam Lawson looking for his first win in the series. Trying to lock himself into the playoffs. Coming into tonight. Let's see where old Sam Lawson is currently at in points. Comes into tonight 18th in points, so he's only a couple spots out of making the playoffs. But this is a good way to start off making his way back up through the points. Tanner Marr back there looking to the inside of Chris Spencer, trying to make a move. Stephen Light, man, he's got a fast race car. He's caught up to Jeremy Richmond already and now passing him for, that is 7th. Freitas is about to lose a position here to that number 99. Oh, almost got into the outside wall right there. Oh, man, that was tight. I think Tom Spotter knew that was going to happen because we saw Tom try to give him a little bit more room coming off the corner. Man, that was tight. That 89, man, he wants to get back up to the field. And he's doing a good job at it. He's already up to 6. Now looking to the inside of Mike Wood to take over the top 5. He's got to run down Tanner Marr. It looks like he's a little loose coming out of turn number 2. But that's all right. You got a loose race car here on the start of this run. Wait for them air pressures to build up. And that car will tighten up and it'll feel a lot better. Chris Spencer pulling away from Tanner Marr. He's up there in 3rd. Sam Lawson still holding on to, oh, we got a caution. Big wreck here. Tom Freitas involved. 99 and Michael Wood involved. Larry Bell, Adam Thompson. What happened? Let's go back and take a look. So they come off the corner. Oh, looks like Tom might have. That's hard to tell. I'm going to back it up one more time. We're going to slow it down right here. Yeah, it looks like Tom just tries to come up and side draft that 99, gets into the left rear, and turns him around. Larry Bell tried to check up for it. Same with Thompson, just nowhere to go. Even Chummy Miller hard on the brakes. So that's our first caution for cause here tonight, and we're going to see pit road being pretty heavy right now. A lot of drivers on pit road. Chris Carroll, Sam Lawson, Chris Spencer, Tanner Marr, Stephen Light, Jeremy Richmond, Larry Bell, pretty much everybody coming down pit road. Probably going to be taking fuel only, I imagine, on this stop. Tom Freitas brings it down pit road. Problems for Chris Carroll, it looks like, on pit road. No penalties from the 97. However, lost a couple of spots there. It looks like everybody took tires here, which is interesting. I mean, they only ran about maybe 20 laps on that last set. But now Sam Lawson out here leading some laps under caution. Let's see what he can do when he gets that TSP Ford Mustang out in some clean air. So we've seen pretty much every driver who's been able to get out into some clean air really start to pull away from everybody. That looks like Derek Wynn is actually able to get one of his laps back here. He's going to be able to get the wave around. Same with the 902 of Jason Bauer. So that'll put them back on the lead lap once we get the 1 to go mark. Sam Lawson, Chris Spencer lead them down to the restart zone. And the green flag is back out in the air. Good launch for the number 12. Caught Chris Spencer maybe sleeping just a little bit because he lost 2 positions there. One to Chris Carroll, the other to Stephen Light. And now Richmond got around him. Oh, they're going to stack up there a little bit. Tanner Marr looking to make it 3 wide down the back. They sorted out. Tanner Marr looked to the inside of Richmond, now trying to get around the 21 of Spencer. Oh, they get into the outside wall. Tanner hard into the outside wall, making contact with that number 21 machine, going backwards. Problems for the number 4. I want to go back and take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, Tanner just kind of, I think he thinks that he's going to clear that 21. Just kind of comes up and comes across 21's nose. He's going to have to bring it down pit side. Add insult to injury. I think he either got a meatball flag there or speeding on entry. Not sure, but back up to the front of the field. Sam Lawson's out into some clean air. He's making it work right now. Ooh, that number 89 got into the outside wall right there. Top four, throw a blanket over him right now. Richmond actually just set the fastest lap of the race that time by 22.69. Lawson gets passed by Carroll there. Now going to lose another spot to Richmond. That's real close racing right there. We saw Tom Friedis try to do that same thing. Didn't work. So Lawson loses 2 spots, goes back to 3rd. Maybe it takes a few laps for that number 12 to come in. He seems to stay right up with these guys, though. So Chris Carroll now out to the race lead, out into some clean air. Let's see what that 97 can do with that. Stephen Light still right behind him, trying to pass him and retake the race lead. We're on lap 73 of 200. A little shy of 25 laps to go in stage number 2. So the governor lost a few spots. Now he's back to 4th. Richmond was able to get around him. Got Wellman working on the inside or the outside of the 91 of Lyman. Lyman being scored a few laps down here back in 18th. Lap 77 of 200, ladies and gentlemen. A little under 25 laps to go here in stage number 2. We're going to take our first commercial break of the evening. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
It's almost the deadline to turn in this ad, and I still don't know what to do. I better think fast, because this ad is very last minute. What's not last minute, though, is the months of pre-planned content from NextEv Media. But how does that even convey to everyone that means daily video content, which leads to people joining in our active Discord community? Not to mention our stream team that goes live daily with our multiple members. You gotta put something relatable in the ad too. Like your dog. People like dogs. People should visit the nextev.com if they like dogs. With so much plans, I don't even know how to describe it to people. What would I even do for an ad?
I got it!
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Chris Carroll out to about a 1.7 second lead. I almost said 3/10. I don't know why. But Jeremy Richmond got around that number 89 is Stephen Light. Light actually got into the wall coming off of turn number 4, and Richmond was able to get around him. Lawson is still trying to maintain pace with these guys. He's all over the back bumper of that number 89, but sitting there in 4th position. Having a good run, though. Chris Carroll now extends this gap out to 2.2 seconds right now. He's catching up to the 9:02 of Jason Bauer. About to put him one more lap down. Or put him a lap down again, I should say, because Bauer is last car in the lead lap right now in 13th. Go back. It looks like Kyle the Wildman Wellman, he's found his way up in the 5th position. He got around that 21 of Chris Spencer, who's sitting in 6th. Then Tom Friedis back here in 7th. Remember, Tom started in 3rd here tonight, holding on to the 7th position. Good top 10 run right now, but a couple positions out of points. So right now, the end of the stage, it would be Wellman who would take last place points. As Spencer's starting to catch him, I want to see if they're going to battle hard for this last set of stage points, or last place stage points. Oh, you see Spencer got a really good run there to the center of the corner. He's all over the back bumper of that 42 machine. Maybe problems for that 42 here on a long run. Chris Carroll's now out to about a 3.5 second lead over Richmond. Just catching up to Jason Bauer right now. Stephen Light still in 3rd. Sam Lawson in 4th. of going through and scanning out a couple of people, ladies and gentlemen, seeing what's going on out there on the track. We only got a couple more laps here in stage number 2. These guys gotten pretty spaced out around this 1 mile track. Monster Mile. It's chewed up and spit out a couple of cars already tonight. And Tanner Marr's a prime candidate of that. Might ask him how the old Dover Monster's doing. Carl Lindstrom back here in 9th. Rounding up top 10 right now, doing a good job, is actually the number 10 car of Dustin Lamb. Haven't said a whole lot about him tonight, but we've seen him up near the front. And then once these tires start to fade away, it looks like he falls back to about 10th and then just kind of maintains. Only a couple laps left here in stage number 2. All right, so Chris Carroll has got up to Raymond Herdina. Herdina being shown about 4 or 5 laps down right now, I believe. He's back there in 19th, but holding up at number 97 right now. But he's got a 5.5 second lead over Jeremy Richmond, almost 5.6 seconds. Last lap of stage 1. I don't think Carroll's going to fight too hard, knowing he has that big of a lead. Caution flag out on the speedway. That one, look, that caution came out a little early. Or maybe it came out perfect timing. The last one came out too late. I have no idea. Chris Carroll brings them down pit road. Looks like Wellman actually was able to get around Lawson there. So Lawson did get some stage points. He's got some good stage points here tonight. But everybody who's on the lead lap brings it down pit side. It looks like Bauer's going to keep it out on track, try to get his lap back. Right side's going up, left side's going up on all the cars. Everybody's going to take 4 tires here. Chris Carroll going to win the race off pit road. Looks like Light's going to come out right behind him. Then Richmond, Wellman, and Lawson. So not too much change up there on pit road. We have problems with Stephen Light again. Maybe again, old kill. This says he got a black flag here on 101. Ah, okay. So I did that real quick, ladies and gentlemen, just to see. It says he got a black flag entering the pits. Not sure. What's going on there? Trying to get a good camera angle of this. Because it looked like Wellman had some issues there coming down pit road. It looked like he was just trying to get woed up. Hey, it's showing the 90, I'm sorry, the 89 did get a black, so. Pace cars down pit road. Chris Carroll, Kyle Wellman on row 1. Jeremy Richmond, Tom Freitas, row 2. And the green flag is back out in the air. Well, under 100 laps to go. About 96, 95 laps to go here at Dover as we start stage number 3. Chris Carroll got out to a pretty good lead right there, trying to tie Adam Thompson for race wins this season with 4. See Kel out in chat saying that looks like the 89 might have crossed pit road entry before he got as he passed somebody. I'm not sure. And Herdine, I see you out in chat, buddy, but you can take that to the Discord. We just broadcast the race, buddy. Chris Carroll already out to about a half-second lead over Kyle Wellman right now. Is trying to hold off the 98 of Jeremy Richmond. As I say that, he's going to go ahead and looks like he just let him by. Maybe Wellman knows something that we don't. As I say that, he's going to try and pass him back here in 3 and 4. I thought maybe Wellman was just kind of going to let him by right there, get in line. Maybe he has something better in a long run for his race car, but kind of proves me wrong. Goes back to the inside here in 1 and 2. Just allowing Tom Freitas to catch up to these guys, them battling side by side like that. I get it, Herdina. We just broadcasted, brother, you know. If you got an issue, you can just put it in the Discord. I try to keep the chat pretty, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you said anything wrong. I'm just saying cordial. Wellman and Richmond made a little bit of contact right there. Now Freitas gets loose there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Gonna come up into Richmond. Oh my, how did they keep that straight? Wellman makes it 3 wide, passes both of them down the back stretch. What? Wow. Wellman goes back up to the top, trying to get around this number 98. I mean, he's racing hard. There's still a ton of laps to go. I think if he just dialed it back and saved for a couple of laps here, he might be able to get a good run on him. Now going to lose some time coming out of 4. Freitas in the outside wall. Looked like Thompson almost got the outside wall back there in 6th. Richmond's starting to close that gap to Carroll now that he's got out to a little bit of clean air. It's only down to about a second. Wellman holds on to 3rd, but Tom Freitas right behind him. Tom bouncing back here late in this race. Now Tom looking to the outside of Wellman, but here comes Lawson on the inside coming out of 2. Tom lets him by. Now Lawson has his sights set on that 42 machine of Wellman. Tom looks back to the inside of Sam Lawson going into 1 and 2. Let's see if Lawson was smart here. Oh, he's going to pitch him down. He says, no, sir, this 4th spot is mine. So Carroll has extended the gap to about 1.5 seconds right now. Richmond runs 2nd. Got Wellman back there in 3rd. Lawson holds on to 4th. Freitas in 5th. And then we go back to 6th place. We got Adam Thompson kind of having a rough night here tonight. Been up and down for most of the night here, getting passed by the number 21 of Spencer, or at least trying to hold on to that spot from Spencer. Adam Thompson loses another spot here. He's going to go back to 7th. Now Nicholas Lamb up there in 8th. Right behind him trying to make that pass as well. Lawson still trying to run down Wellman right now as we go back up to Chris Carroll. Gap to about 1.7 seconds now. Lap 122 of 200. See the gap right there as they come out of turn number 2. Richmond trying to run him down. He does have clean air in front of him. He's going to have to hope that once Carroll hits some of this lap traffic that it's going to slow him down a little bit. Maybe take some air off the nose of that race car. About 75 laps to go here at Dover. Chris Carroll continues to lead the way. We're going to take another commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Chris Fine with the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one.
3 laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here on True Sim Productions at the Monster Mile, Dover, Delaware. Chris Carroll continues to lead the way, and he has a 6-second lead over Kyle Wellman right now. Jeremy Richmond has fallen back to third. Sam Lawson in fourth. Still a long way to go in this one. We're on lap 139 of 200. About 61, 62 laps to go here at Dover. These guys are going to have to make at least one more pit stop before this thing's over. Question is who's going to be the first one to bring it down pit side. And since this race has actually been going green flagger, these guys is someone gonna try and play a little bit of a fuel saving strategy? We might see something like that. Go a couple extra laps longer. You get a quick caution. I mean, you put yourself in a good position there. It's all gonna be about who has the freshest tires, I think, here tonight. Tom Freitas looking to the inside of Sam Lawson here. It's a battle for your 4th position. Lawson's gonna go ahead and slot back into 5th. We got Chris Spencer back here. He's running in 6th with Nicholas Lamb right behind him in 7th, but he's got Raymond Herdina right in front of him. Herdina being scored, oh man, quite a ways down. I'm just noticing that now. It's about almost 20 laps down, 30 laps down for the 87 of Raymond Herdina, who's on pit road for a solid 10 minutes. Out there turning laps though, trying to get a good points night out of that number 87. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had something going on the back end there. 145 of 200. I mean, Chris Carroll out to a 5.7 second lead. If he wants to save fuel, he has the opportunity to right here, as he extends that gap to about 6 seconds. Pretty much a whole straightaway here. Kyle Wellman running in 2nd. Richmond holds on to 3rd. Freitas trying to make that different, though. They're coming up on a lap car at Logan Lax. Freitas going to go to the inside here. He's going to slide up in front of that 98 and take that position away. So Tom Freitas back up into 3rd. These guys working their way around the number 25 Logan Lax. Lax being scored, looking like 2 laps down here. Kind of struggling a little bit. Chris Carroll now out to a 6.8 second lead over Kyle Wellman. Question is when will pit stops happen? It's Chris Carroll laps Dustin Lamb. Now only 10. Oh, 1 car on the outside wall. That is Dustin Lamb. Got a little tight right there coming out of 4. Got into the outside wall. Now only 10 cars on the lead lap right now. Chummy Miller being scored in 10th. Last car in the lead lap. 50 laps to go here at Dover. Chris Carroll's just on a tear right now, 8.3 seconds over Wellman now. We're on board here with Wellman. We can hear he is definitely not saving fuel, so looks like that 97's just on rails here tonight. Adam Thompson back here in 6th. Everybody's really spaced out, ladies and gentlemen. One car on pit road. Jeremy Richmond. He's the first car out of the top 5 to bring it down pit side. So we see another driver coming down pit road. That is Chummy Miller and Adam Thompson also on pit road. So green flag pit stops are happening. Drivers must think they can make it the rest of the way here. It looks like that's what we're going to get unless we get a quick caution here during green flag pit stops. Chris Carroll keeps it out on the racetrack. Carl Lindstrom brings us down pit road. And this pit road, man, that speed, we've seen it nail people a couple of times tonight. Now this is going to be our first chance to see him do it under green flag conditions. Got Lindstrom on pit road. So far, it looks like Chris Carroll, Wildman, Freitas, Spencer, Lamb have yet to come down pit road. Lawson, Richmond, all them guys, they've been on pit road. They're going to, I mean, it's really all they can do right now, right? They have to do something to gain some time on the racetrack. Chris Carroll's going to have to come down pit road. These two are on better tires. They're having to work around these guys in lap traffic and everything, but they're just gaining time. And Chris has to worry about that. How much longer is he going to keep it out on the track? Now, when he comes out, he'll have the better tires once it cycles through, but it's going to be interesting to see. We got 41 laps to go. You're going to want the better tires for the end of the race, for sure. We're watching Freitas and lose, he didn't lose any spots, but Lawson and Richmond both got around him. Same with Thompson. Thompson is being scored in 7th. I think he jumped these two when he came down 2 laps prior, or I'm sorry, a few laps prior to these guys. As now we got Wellman on pit road. Here we go. Green flag pit stops. Chris Spencer, Tom Freitas. Race leaders are coming down. Still green flag. Nicholas Lamb brings it down pit side. He spins, trying to get it on the pit road. Oh, and he stalls the race car. He's going to have to fire it back up and get rolling. Now you see Chris Carroll on pit road as well. And Chris already went a full lap. So now we still got Michael Wood out on track. He's sitting there in third. I think he's trying to play the caution might come out here game. Because the last time he pit was on lap 101. I think he's just going to try and stay out. Maybe get a yellow. He works his way around Tom Freitas right there. Tom being scored back in 8th. He just came out of the pits on fresh tires, battling there with Logan Lax. Now we're taking a look at Chris Spencer. Nicholas Lamb still on pit road. Chris Carroll's finally coming out of pit road. Michael Wood continues to lead though. Carroll came off pit road and Adam Thompson still has 11 seconds to gain on him. Michael Wood's going to have to pit here, I would imagine, very shortly. We're watching Chris Carroll. He is in second. Adam Thompson, through that round of pit stops, has made his way up into third. Dover is very interesting when it comes to pit cycles, ladies and gentlemen. I really would have thought that these guys would have been a lot closer to that 97 car, but I'm wrong. He actually gained 2 seconds, almost 3 seconds there during pit stops. I know Lawson and them guys, they pit on lap 152. Carroll went about 10 laps longer, but those guys should have gained a lot more time than that, I feel like. They're racing each other back here. Richmond goes around Lawson, now trying to get up into third. And Wellman was one of them last cars to pit. He pit on lap 161. He's starting to make up some ground on these guys. .28 laps to go. Chris Carroll has about a 10-second lead over Adam Thompson. And Chris Carroll has a 10.5-second lead over Adam Thompson. Wellman actually got around Richmond and Lawson, so he's now up to third, trying to get that second place. A good run out of Adam Thompson to be able to get back up here in second. He's up 5 positions since the start of this race. We got 26 laps to go. Wallman side by side with Thompson. Wallman was able to get around that 71. Remember, he pit about 10 laps later than the 71 did, and now starting to pull away. Richmond trying to get back around that 71 though. We got 24 laps to go. Chris Carroll out to an 11-second lead over Kyle Wellman. Catching up on some lap traffic here. That's Logan Lax, number 25, being scored in the 13th position, about 3 laps down. Chris Spencer is actually being scored last car on the lead lap as he looks, or I'm sorry, that's Tom Freitas and Sam Lawson battling up here for 5th. Tom wants it. Sam doesn't want to give it up. He's had a good run all night. Now he's going to lose 2 positions after that. Looked like he got tight coming off turn number 4. You actually saw Chris Carroll right behind these guys. Now Sam Lawson, the last car on the lead lap right now with 21 laps to go. Tom pit on 161, so he has better tires than Sam does. Same with Chris Spencer. They both pit on lap 161. Wallman got around Thompson, as I said a few laps ago, now in second. I don't think he's going to run down a 12-second gap in 20 laps, though. .16 laps to go here at Dover. Chris Carroll out to a 13.5-second lead. Actually Chris Carroll just got around Sam Lawson, put him a lap down. Now he's lapped up to 6th place here. So Chris Spencer, last car on the lead lap, in 6th. Tom Freitas got up to 4th, trying to run down Adam Thompson, maybe take a third place finish here. He's got time to do it. He's got tires to do it too. Let's see if he can run him down. Laps to go here at Dover. Tom's starting to lose a little bit of time here to Thompson. He was gaining, now he's losing, and now under pressure from Chris Spencer. Might have burned those tires off. Trying to get back up to the front here with only the small amount of laps that we had. And I mean, Chris Carroll's right behind these guys. We still got 11 laps to go. We're going to be 10 this time by. Nine laps to go for Chris Carroll. He got around Richmond. Now only the top 5 remain on the lead lap. Chris Carroll's going to go to the inside of Freitas now. If I was Tom, I'd be fighting for that lead lap. I don't think I'd just be letting him go that easily. Now Chris Carroll has lapped every car except Wellman and Thompson. Wellman is 18 and a half seconds behind Chris Carroll. Adam Thompson, 23 seconds behind Carroll. I mean, he's right there. Carroll's about to lap Adam Thompson. 6 laps to go. Carroll just got around Adam Thompson, put him a lap down. I don't think he's going to run down Wellman here in 4 laps. He might, though. Wellman's 20 seconds back. It's been a wild race, everybody. Goes to the inside of the 91 right there. He's got to get through this lap traffic. I mean, he really doesn't have to worry, ladies and gentlemen. He can just kind of ride right now. 2 laps to go. I think Carroll could clutch it for a whole lap and probably still win this thing. In the midst of lap cars right now, though. Anything can happen before we get the white flag. Only a couple more corners. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be white flag in the air for Chris Carroll. Like he's going to let Chummy Miller hang on to a lap here, but out of turn number 4, dominating performance out of the number 97. He's going to win here tonight at Dover. Kyle Wellman's going to come home second after he gets down the back straightaway. Adam Thompson gets third, Chris Spencer fourth, Tom Friedis fifth. It was a wild race. Chris Carroll now tied for wins, 4 and 4. Adam Thompson and Chris Carroll this season. All right, everybody, let's see if we can't get a word in with our third place finisher, Adam Thompson. Adam Thompson coming home in third place tonight. And Adam, that was one heck of a race. You kind of had an up and down one yourself, but after that last set of green flag pit stops, you managed to bring it home P3. Kind of walk me through your race. Give me 1 second here, Adam. I think we're having trouble on the back end. I don't think you're coming through. Give me 1 second here. Okay, let's try that again. You want to go ahead and repeat that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got me. You hear me okay?
Yeah, you're coming through now. Yeah, yep.
So, for me tonight, it was just, I told Jeremy from the get-go, like, I had a lap time I wanted to run. I was going to stick to it and just save tires, not change anything, and hope for the best. Because, tires were huge tonight. So, I had that lap time in my mind, and I stuck to it. But, Carroll, holy crap, he was on another planet.
Yeah, he had a car that was on rails tonight. That was pretty wild. But hey, man, you managed to bring home third place tonight. Like I said, you started there near the middle of the field, and you worked your way up to third here. Great performance out of that number 71. So who do you got to shout out tonight?
Yeah, thanks to TrueSim Productions, and thanks to Front Row Esports for putting this on. And congrats to Kyle, congrats to Carol, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, man. Well, like I said, congratulations on third place. And like you said, we'll see you next week.
Thanks, sir. See you.
That was Adam Thompson, third place finisher. Do apologize for that little hiccup there with the audio. Glad we could get it fixed real quick. Go ahead and talk to our second place finisher, Kyle Wellman, the only other driver to finish on the lead lap tonight, but you're 22 seconds back from Carroll. Man, just kind of walk me through this one.
Oh, I had no confidence coming in here at all, even though Dover's one of my favorite tracks and I'm always good here. But the setup I was using, just that first run, it was pushing so bad. Like just after, 40 laps, the tires were down to 16% on the right front. I had no confidence, but I bumped up the right rear 2 pounds in the tires, and it set sail from there. But it just was not fast enough to even think about competing with Chris.
Well, you still managed to bring that 42 machine up to second there after that last round of green flag pit stop. So you still bring home a good run in the number 42. Let's make it short and sweet, man. Who you got to shout out on that 42 for getting second place tonight?
We got to thank MFRD for this beautiful paint scheme. 5 Kings Motorsports got our 1-2 finish today, so that's pretty awesome. Tripods in the Wild, Butt Kicker, McConey Setup Shop, USA Firearms, You guys at TSP putting on amazing shows all the time. You guys are one of the best out there, and fans out there watching, you got to go like and subscribe these videos because these are some amazing races we're putting on.
All right, well, hey, congratulations on second place tonight, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Whoop. Cut him off a little too quick there. Sorry, Wellman. Let's go ahead and talk to our race winner, and that's Chris Carroll in the number 97, taking home the win tonight here at the Monster Mile, and pretty much lapped the whole field, Chris. I mean, I'm just going to hand the mic to you and let you talk.
Well, I got to thank Tom Freitas there. We were talking about setup stuff during the week, and we had an idea, and it worked, and I tried his setup out, and made a couple adjustments in car. I wasn't the best car in the first run, and made a couple little adjustments, and that thing ripped, Sam. It's not very often you got a car like that. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate Tom for building that.
So what was your thoughts when you come down and you had a pretty decent lead there over second place? I forget who was running second at the time, but you guys come down for green flag pit stops. You have a pretty decent lead. What's going through your mind? Are you thinking about having to save fuel, or were you just kind of making sure you could go to the end? Just kind of walk me through it.
We had enough fuel. I think we could do 60-something laps on fuel, and I think we went to green flag at like lap 106. So nobody was going to make it on fuel. Everyone had to make a stop, and I was just trying to get in there good and clean and stiff, not overdrive it and make a stupid mistake at Dover and beat yourself. That pit road's real tricky, and there's a lot of guys that beat themselves in real life at that place. Denny Hamlin, of course, but yeah, just try not to make that mistake and keep the lead and just kind of cruise from there.
All right, man. Well, hey, great performance out of that number 97. Great finish. Another win for you. You're tied with Adam Thompson. Who you got to shout out on number 97?
Always got to thank you guys at TSP. You and Tanner do an awesome job. Got to thank USAFirearms.com, BAM Racing Videos. Got to thank all our teammates here at Five Kings, all the boys out there that run, Wellman and Tanner and Larry Bell and Sam and all the boys that we have fun out there with. And got to thank all my friends and family out there for watching. My folks are always watching, and got lots of people that watch now. It's kind of cool. So got to thank Savage Edge and all those guys that put out for all the leagues we run, and just anybody out here, Tom and the boys. And I always forget Kel Butler, Sam. Kel does a lot for this league for Tom, and those guys work really hard. All those guys, Stephen T and all the boys. So got to thank Kel out there. Kel does a hell of a job, and it's it's unthanked. It's a thankless gig they all do. I'm gonna thank all those guys for putting on the show.
All right, Chris. Well, hey, congratulations again on taking home the win tonight, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks, sir. Sorry I went a little long.
No, you're good. That was Chris Carroll taking home the race win tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like iRacing is a little glitchy on me here at the end, but that's all good. We're going to go ahead and call tonight. Chris Carroll dominating performance here at Dover. He lapped every car but second place. Wellman was the only one to hang on, stay on the lead lap. So race results are on your screen, and with that being said, we're going to get out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Front Row Esports Dart Series. Till then, have a good one.